Yeah, look, being undefeated is cool and all that, but I'm kind of really starting to miss goals. Hey, what's going on, friends? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. I hope you are all doing well today. I really do hope that Leeds 0, Chelsea 0 on a ploughing field in the sunshine and the rain. A game that started with an incredible high-octane explosion. I thought, oh my god, it's going to be an incredible goal fest. Kind of fizzled out, an amazing defensive performance, an amazing goalkeeping performance, and generally frustration across the board as Chelsea miss out on an opportunity to go into third place in the Premier League. Yeah, so this is your match review. Settle in, come in. We got a lot to talk about today, so sub if you want to. Bell notifications icon often follows, and drop a like on the video if you want Chelsea to score more goals under Thomas Tuchel as we get into today's match review. So there it is. Like, you know what? It's great being so defensively resolute. I love it. Good goalkeeping performances, defending in possession, everyone seemingly knowing what they have to do. A great back three, controlling midfield, and theoretically, we should have the players in the final third to do the business and score the goals. But this is seemingly becoming a little bit of a problem for Chelsea. Of course, our next game against Atletico Madrid, I will take a 0-0 all day long, because that will see us go through in the Champions League. But I do miss goals. And although, yes, Chelsea back in the day, boring Chelsea, might, do a lot of 1-0s under Maurizio, Chelsea have also been synonymous for playing relatively attacking football in the last sort of decade. And this is frustrating because it seems attacking. We're playing in possession, but we're not scoring goals. And is that because, there's a lack of player chemistry? I mean, it's very difficult to judge Tuchel on this because he's only just come in mid-season and, he's done so well generally. But it does raise eyebrows and makes you think, what can we change? What can we do here? We've got great attacking talented players. So what is going on? Like I said, the game started in an incredibly high-octane manner. Chances at both ends. They had an offside goal. We hit the bar. They hit the bar, their own bar or something. It was going up and down, lots of chances. But then the game settled in possession and it was just sort of constant turnovers. And a lot of the game seemed to be played in midfield. But anyway, let's take a look at this Who Scored graphic to give you some context of what went down in this game. Was it a back three? Was it a back four? No one knew. Although it did sort of turn out to be a back three with the regulars, Christensen, Rudiger and Azpilicueta, with Chilwell left wing back and Christian Pulisic right wing back, although it really did seem like a hybrid formation where we often sat in the back four. Very confusing indeed. We did see Jorginho come in and Kante as I predicted. Kovacic is being rested because of course Jorginho is suspended for the next game. Similarly, Mason Mount, he played in this game, he's suspended in the next game in the Champions League of course. Havertz keeps his place up front as a striker with of course Mason Mount. And, interestingly, Hakim Ziyech behind him. Leeds did their usual thing in terms of formation and approach. They do a high press, but it's a man-to-man high press. Now, I said in my match preview this would cause Chelsea problems. Barnsley did it and caused us problems. And similarly, so did Leeds. I think we did deal with it quite well. We controlled the game a lot. And, we absolutely conceded chances to Leeds. Leeds fans will feel like they should have scored. But, Chelsea fans absolutely should feel the same as well. Saying that, I'm looking at the XG for this game from the Twitter account, the XG Philosophy. Leeds 0.49, Chelsea 0.79. So neither side were carving out chances all that big chances, good chances. Chelsea were the better side in terms of the two, but neither have much to sort of shout about in terms of carving out quality chances. And that kind of feels like the same old situation with Chelsea under Tuchel. Again, I don't really want to criticise because as things stand, we're in the top four and he's made us go up the table. We've had resolute performances against top sides. Now that's important. Defences win you titles and all that. And I feel so safe in terms of not conceding that many goals. And it doesn't feel good right now, but Chelsea are still unbeaten under Tuchel. And, they don't concede goals to opposition. They've conceded one goal to an opposition player. That feels like my slogan. Still, you know, that's good, unbeaten, good defence, good players, lots of possession and attacking combinations. But it's not good unless you stick the ruddy ball in the back of the onion bag. Frustrating indeed, my friends. But anyway, let's go through player performances, because this should be a notable segment of this video. Eduoard Mendy in goal, inspirational. He made 3 notable saves, 2 amazing saves in this game. Absolutely incredible, which shows you actually, like, you know, he came into action in this game. The first save he did, obviously the XG is quite low for Leeds, but because he was leaning the other way and had to come back with his hand, it was an incredible save. So superb from Eduoard Mendy. Similarly, the back 3. Christensen with that offside trap when he stepped back to make sure their goal was disallowed. Excellent piece of defending from Andreas Christensen, who's of course been really, really good. Superb 7 out of 10 for Azpilicueta, as he is every game. Rudiger, pretty darn magnificent, I'm happy to say it. He's having a serious remontada here. He's literally stepping forward, making interceptions, winning aerial duels. Like, fair play to Antonio Rudiger. From being one of our worst performers last season to being, you know, one of our best performers this season. He deserves great credit, so shout out to him. Ben Chilwell was pretty darn awful for me. I called for him to start this game because I wanted an engine for transition against Leeds. I guess Tuchel has the same brain as your boy Jan, but he performed terribly, so no kudos for Chilwell in this game. He needs to sort himself out. Right winger Pulisic, I don't think Pulisic did much in his sort of hybrid right wing back, right wing role. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but I don't think he really affected the game much. You know, I don't want to criticise him too much because he hasn't had much opportunity in game time, but you know, this wasn't great from him. I thought Kante was excellent. I actually think the 3 best performers in this game were Mendy, Rudiger and N'Golo Kante. Superb, deserves a massive shout out, looking back to his best. Jorginho similarly very good, like, you know, very sensible, backing off on the space, looking for the passes, being, you know, sensible, and when in this system you need a sensible ball player in the midfield, I thought he was very good. Hakim Ziyech, not good. Like, he played like a couple of beautiful passes in this game and you go, oh yeah, he's really good at that. But these couple of beautiful passes in, you know, the time you're on the pitch doesn't make up for the lack of pressing, conceding turnovers, all this kind of stuff. So it was frustrating. Mason Mount, tenacious. He got hooked at about 80 minutes, so he wasn't performing bad. We needed to freshen up, but I don't think this was by far anywhere near as good as he can perform, Mason Mount. He did take a long shot, like took responsibility when no one else was shooting, pressed sort of well, but you know, I'm used to him really affecting games, and I don't think he did in this game. Kai Havertz had a really good first half, similar, I think he had a couple of opportunities where it just won't fall for him, like the Everton game. I hope he doesn't fall into this Timo Werner psychology of just not finishing chances, but yeah, he was pretty good, but you know, not as good as the Everton game. And then the substitutions, Reece James was decent. I mean, Reece James and Callum Hudson-Odoi should have come on really soon. Werner came on, let's be real friends, didn't really do anything. Hudson-Odoi at the left wing position looks like our most dangerous attacker when he came on later on in the game. If anything good was going to happen, it looked like from him. Honestly, I personally, I'm not a football manager, but I would have put James and Hudson-Odoi both on at half time. And I think a lot of people were calling for that on Twitter as well, to be honest. So that's for player performances. Let's wind down and talk about the implications of this game. But like I said, friends, we had an opportunity to jump into the top 4 with a win in this game. You know, potentially not staying there, but we could have been 1 point off Man United. Yes, they would have had a game in hand, but it's just frustrating, you know. It's just an opportunity missed. But if you look at it, if you try and be really, really sensible, the pitch was a ruddy ploughing field. It was away, it was Leeds, they're back in form, they looked really good. And defensive record is still there for Chelsea, so that's pretty immaculate. Obviously, losing's a lot worse, but it does kind of feel like, you know, that disappointing loss feeling, probably because we're not safe in top 4 yet. And you felt like this game was very, very winnable pre-match because of Leeds' poor form, but they played better in this game. Sod's law, Leeds raised their game to play a match against Chelsea and play a lot better. Anyway, so I'm pulling out to you guys. I want to know what you guys think about this game result. And moving forwards, let's start up a conversation down in the comment section below. So get down, comment. I'll be interested to read what you guys have to say. If I can speak English, if you've enjoyed the content, drop a like. Sub if you're new, my friends, and I'll see you tomorrow for more content here on Football Therapy.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me, baby.